Live from our studio here in Lagos, Nigeria, this is TVC News at 7. Now we'll start off at the National Assembly, where lawmakers have returned to the chambers to continue legislative proceedings after a 3-week adjournment for the budget defense session. Now, at today's plenary, the Senate made some adjustment to the leadership of its standing committees to accommodate the newly created regional development commissions. Tijesu Adeoye reports.
Lawmakers are gradually winding down the process of considering the 2025 budget. President of the Senate says he is pleased with the level of scrutiny done at the committee level during the budget defense session, as he assures Nigerians that the National Assembly will approve a people-centric budget.
And I congratulate all senators and indeed the National Assembly as a whole for the way and manner you have scrutinized the budget of 2025, so that at the end, we'll have a workable document for the benefit of all Nigerians.
The Senate has announced the establishment of new standing committees following the creation of new regional development commissions, and also reshuffled the leadership of some standing committees.
In view of the assent into Act of Parliament of the North Central Development Commission, the new chairman of the Senate Committee on this new Development Commission will be distinguished Senator Titus Zam. The deputy chairman of that committee will be distinguished Senator Issa Jibrin.
The senators also paid tribute to the memory of the deputy whip of the House of Reps, Adewunmi Oriyomi-Onanuga, describing her death as a painful loss to the National Assembly.
Honorable Onanuga, before her sojourn into politics, was an accomplished businesswoman who was well known for her humanitarian activities.
To say that we have lost a gem is an understatement. In honorable
sessions with ministries, departments and agencies of government on the 2025 appropriation bill, members of the House of Representatives are back to the Green Chamber for plenary, but nothing is listed for consideration and deliberation as the House adopted its custom of suspending plenary to mourn the death of Deputy Chief Whip Adewunmi Oriyomi-Onanuga. The presiding officer also announces Mr. President's correspondence to the House, giving reasons for declining assent to a bill seeking to establish the Federal University of Education in Numa, Adamawa State.
Section 22 of the bill accords the authority to consent to the disposal of land to the governor and not the president, as ought to be the case in respect of land belonging to a federal government entity in the case of universities.
The House holds special prayers for the repose of the soul of the Deputy Chief Whip, whose seat was singled out.
May this beautiful soul of the departed rest in perfect peace.
Members, including principal officers, filed out to express their grief in the condolence register opened in honor of the Deputy Chief Whip.
Her pictures are on the screen. Her seat in front row of this chamber is today covered in white.
Jaya, if she had lived, could have become the very first female president of this country. She had what it took.
I do not have any doubt concerning her passion for our country, for humanity.
Everybody is missing her. She is someone that will always want peace. She's someone that will always want success.
A parliamentarian by excellence. She demonstrated that her love for everybody while she was here with us.
She called me to ask me, Honorable, please send me a rep so that I will extend part of my budget to your people, coming all the way from Ogun State, to help me to give my people that quality representation. Touched me most.
The House plans a farewell service for the Deputy Chief Whip at a date to be announced, where members will have the opportunity to speak on the life and times of a woman many describe as a strong and formidable force in the murky waters of Nigerian politics. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
Away from the National Assembly, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency has predicted high-intensity rainfall in May and June this year. Now, in the 2025 climate forecast, NIMET is also warning of potential flash floods in coastal cities across the country. And Adewunmi Oriyomi-Onanuga reports.
The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has released a seasonal weather prediction for 2025. Themed, the role of early warning for sustainable socio-economic development, the significance of accurate climate forecasting was emphasized by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development.
This document is therefore more than a prediction. It is a strategic early warning tool for decision-making.
Key beneficiaries of climate predictions, including those in agriculture, telecommunications, marine and economic sectors, reaffirmed the importance of the SCP, emphasizing the need for swift adoption.
Last year, we had over 120,000 hectares of land that were inundated by flooding. And if you look at the prediction earlier, this was also corroborated.
This event today will provide actionable insights and practical solutions, enabling us to develop strategies that will boost the adaptability and resilience of our industry.
Issues of ferry accidents in our coastal and inland waterways, which have led to loss of lives and substantial properties, cannot be exhaustively discussed without the mention of the impact of extreme weather conditions.
The Minister of Aviation referenced ICAO's statistics on accidents caused by turbulence, stressing that precise weather predictions can help prevent such incidents. He also highlighted key insights from NIMET's 2025 forecast.
The predicted length of rainy season in 2025 is expected to be mostly normal across the country. High-intensity rainfall is expected in May-June that may likely result in flash floods in coastal states, so we should be prepared.
The high point of the event was the official unveiling of the 2025 seasonal climate prediction, led by the Director General of NIMET, Professor Charles Anosike. The SCP has been translated to Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba and Pidgin English to ensure that individuals in rural areas understand the impact of climate change and apply it to their daily activities, contributing to Nigeria's socio-economic development. Adewunmi Oriyomi-Onanuga, TVC News, Abuja.
Now let's turn our attention to security now. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has raised concerns about the practice of transferring ongoing cases and misusing of public office by certain officers and individuals. He says these practices, which undermine investigations and diminish public confidence in a force, will no longer be tolerated. IGP Egbetokun emphasized that transparency, professionalism and accountability must remain the guiding principles of policing.
The Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has raised serious concerns about the unwarranted and unethical practice of transferring ongoing cases and misusing of public office by certain officers and individuals. He stressed that these practices, which undermine investigations and diminish public confidence in the force, will no longer be tolerated. The IGP has emphasized that transparency, professionalism, and accountability must remain the guiding principles of policing.